Hello team, how are we? Another pre-recorded live session. It's live for me anyway. New session for you guys though. It's a little bit more aerobic today than, depends which day I give you this, but the other one for this week. The other one is a little bit more intense. This one is a little less intense, more aerobic based, less recovery during this, well, no recovery during the session. It's just a prolonged period of work. That should last, about 10 minutes-ish, I would guess. But let's get started. We'll get into the warm-up. And as always, let's start with some rotations. So with this session today, a lot of it is like aerobic type exercises as well. So like the, jumping jacks, high knees, pogos, and mountain climbers. They're the 4 exercises that we're using. Because of that, we're on our toes a lot, and that means we're off our heels. That means our calves are going to feel it. Arms up and down now. So that being said, when I work through this, my calves are pretty conditioned, so I very rarely need to stop to stretch them. If you do need to stop to stretch them, just stop and stretch them. That's absolutely fine. As I always say, do what you need to do, okay? Out to in with the arms. It's one of those sessions that you just really need to find your own pace and then sit in it. If you feel like you want to push a little bit more, push a little bit more and see how hard you can push whilst keeping the intensity up. We used to call that sitting in the suck, and it's quite a good skill to have because it's not very pleasant, but it's quite useful when it comes to training to do it once in a while. So we're going to do wood chops, down and then up and across. Get that rotation in, a little bit of the squat as well, okay? Good, and swap sides. So the session, as I said, I'll try and explain it as we're warming up. Might save us some time, and it's a pretty straightforward session, so I don't really need to stop to explain it. Legs underneath hips, reaching up, and then reaching down, touching the floor. Okay, off you go. So it's 100 reps, then 80, then 60, then 40, then 20, then 10, and it's 100 reps, and it's that for each of the 4 exercises. So we do 100 reps of high knees, 100 reps of mountain climbers, 100 reps of jumping jacks, 100 reps of pogos. Legs out a little bit wider, same thing. Then we do 80 of each, then we do 60 of each, then we do 40 of each, then we do 20 of each. Okay, legs a little bit wider. Now that seems like it's going to take ages, and the set of 100s will take a while, but I promise you it doesn't take as long as you probably expect it to take. What may take a little bit extra for you is if you're going to stretch your calves out, and that's absolutely fine, as I say. Heels up at the back. I will go through the movement standards for each of them, and as always, do the version of them that suits you the best. Work to your own level, work to your own pace. Okay, knees up at the front now. Good. Okay, we're going to do some calf raises because of the amount of calf work we're doing. So, but onto your heels, up to your toes. Onto your heels, up to your toes. 10 of those. Good, hold that last one. In and out with the knees, get a little bit of a difference in the calf, where we're going to put the pressure on. Good, heels up again, get those hamstrings going. Stepping side to side as we do it now. Warm the glute meats up, get the knees warm on different angles. Good, some jumping jacks then, just to warm that up. Good. Okay, we're going to do some peaks to valleys. So peak, reach up, walk those hands out. Valleys, get your hips down, side to side. Then hips up, a couple of mountain climbers, just warm that up. Hips back down, hips up, down dog. Push those heels down, paddle them at the back, get some more warm up for the calves. Okay, then walk your hands back in. Slowly fold your way up, get that lower back nice and warm. And one more, peaks to valleys, reach up. Walk your hands out. Hips down, side to side. Just go wherever it feels tight. Hips up, 3 mountain climbers now. Good, hips up. more into down dog. Good, and walk your feet back in and roll your way back up. Good, bit of jogging on the spot then. Bouncing back and forth to start with. That boxing bounce. Feeling explosive, coming at me, whack. Smash them. Watch the McGregor Poirier fight on the weekend for any of you who watch UFC. Did you watch? Bounce on the spot. Get those pogos warm. Knees up. Couple of A skips. Heels up. Bit more bouncing. Couple of jumping jacks. Good. Okay, that's the warm up done. I'm quickly going to go over the movement standards, as I say. And that being said, as always, please focus on what you can do. Please focus on what feels safe and comfortable for you. So for the high knees, it's very straightforward. Keep your torso as tight as you can. Try to get your knee up to about level with your hip. If you can't, do what suits you guys, alright? So if that's what you can do that. If you can get your knees a little bit higher, do that. High knees are going to go quick, okay? So what I always say to do, if we're aiming for 100 reps, half the reps, then just count one leg. That way you'll get to the full number of reps. So it's high knees. The second one then is mountain climbers. So we're here. Ideally, again, knee comes past hip, and we're running. Try to keep your hips up. I would prefer them not to be up here, okay? Now if this is too difficult for you, what you can do is go onto your back, hand underneath your lower back, and you can do flutter kicks, okay? It's a little bit easier, but it's a lot safer for you if you've not got as much control of your hips. Jumping jacks then, these are what's going to take the longest. Feet together to outside hips, hands in the pocket to above your head. We all know how to do jumping jacks. If you want to single them out, you're there. Maybe do 5 one side, 5 the other, and just keep going. And then pogos, it's as if we're skipping. So at this point now, we've done so many of these, I want to start adding in the element that's going to be really, really useful for you when it comes to transferability over into running. So we want active ankles. Okay, so every time we jump, we're looking for the floor with our ankles. We're looking to paw the floor. Look. See how my feet are coming up? I'm not doing that. So my feet are always pointed to the floor. My feet are up. After every time I bounce, I activate my ankles so that they're already tensioned through them every time they hit the floor. That means there's less absorption. That means I'm on the floor less and I'm up quicker. That is going to be really, really good skill to develop for running, okay? So those are the 4 movements. If you can't get up off the floor like that just yet, don't worry, just do what you can. It's essentially practicing skipping, yeah, without the rope. So it's 100 of each, 80 of each, 60 of each, 40 of each, 20 of each, 10 of each. Job done. Now find your pace. Ideally, I want you to be able to keep working for the full time without a rest. That being said, I know it's heavy on your calves. If you need to rest a few times, rest a few times, but the idea being we're able to maintain an intensity throughout. So if you're going so fast you need to rest all the time, you're going a little bit too fast, slow it down, let's make it more aerobic, hold it on that aerobic threshold for as long as you can, okay? That's what this session is about. So I will start the clock just so I can see where we're at. I've got an idea in my head how long I want the working set to be. I'm not telling you guys, I want you to just work. So let me set that up and we'll get it going. Okay. 100 high knees first then into mountain climbers, then jumping jacks, then pogos. We're going in 10 seconds. The high knees are going to fly by, okay? Ready? Go. to the mountain climbers then. Oh, they got tough. Into jumping jacks now. Find your rhythm. Just keep moving. $60. Woo! Hold now. So keep going. Just try to keep moving through. If you need to rest your calves, rest. $160. High knees next. 80 reps in each next. 80. 90. 100. So we're on high knees now. Monkey climbers. Oh, they are. 80 jumping jacks now. Find your rhythm. Now. go, high knees, 60. Well done, guys. 'Hope you found your rhythm now. Just keep going. The worst stitch ever. Brilliant. Oh God, keep going. 10 minutes exactly now. So I wasn't far off. You guys have got till 12 minutes. I've given this a 12-minute time cap. I think of 12 minutes of consistent work. Very difficult, but I want you to see what you can achieve. Okay, so keep working. Hopefully you found yourself your rhythm. Settle into it. And just work. My calves feel alright after all the work we've done over the winter. For those of you that have joined a bit more recently than the winter, you might need to stretch your calves off a few times. So as I said, that's absolutely fine. Do what you need to do. You've got 80 seconds left, guys. Do what you can. As soon as you get to these last rounds, they fly by, so keep working. Even if you're on the 40s now, you probably get through the 20s by the end. Okay, 1 minute left from now. Keep going. Well done. Let's go, let's put it in, come on. Come on. Boom, bada, bum, 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 45 left, come on guys. Keep it going, big breaths, close your eyes, go into that dark place and push. Assuming we got no injuries, just push. Let's go. Well done, let's go, keep it up. 30 seconds left, do what you can, dig in. It's soaking wet, that was a good session, I enjoyed that. Let's go. Get it done guys. Keep moving one rep at a time, keep going. Let's see where you can get. We'll repeat this exercise another time in a few more weeks. See what you can do then. Probably in about 8 weeks we'll do this again. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good job. Good job. Very well done. It was a very difficult session. No matter how far along you got through the rep scheme, if you're able to keep working for 12 minutes, well done. Top job. That's not easy. And it's far more than we need in agility, but I always like to have an aerobic base. And I always like to stay on top of it. I'm not saying we're trying to push our aerobic base better through this sport-specific part of our periodization, but it's always nice to stay on top of it. It's always nice to give our body, open our lungs up, as they say, yeah? An aerobic session every now and again like that is good, and it's really good preparation for the calf and feet. So as long as you're staying strong through that area, that should have been all right. If you needed to stretch a little bit through it, that's fine as well. But if you did, then the chances are you're going to be tight tomorrow, so keep stretching, keep walking, try and get blood through those areas. It's going to help you recover. So, thank you for coming along with me through the session. Hope you enjoyed. Cool down will, as always, be in the comments if it can be. If it's not in the comments, it's at the top of the page in the announcements. Go into the movement directory. It's the very first video for you to follow along to. Make sure you do it. Make sure you spend a little bit extra time on your calves today. Your body will thank you for it tomorrow. Well done. See you in the next one. Good work, team.